Hey guys, welcome back to the Let's Play of Newgrounds Rumble. Here we are, the finale. Yeah, guys, we're still not done with this game yet. As I mentioned a couple parts ago, we were going to be tackling the final version, where we have two characters and a new stage. So let's get to it. Let's go to play. Let's go to story. And of course, we're going to tackle the four challenges that I told you to keep track of, because there's a little differences for them. So let's take a look at one of the remaining characters that we did not see in the vanilla version. That character is Hank. Nothing in Hank's world makes sense, and when he found himself surrounded by the fierce inhabitants of the Newgrounds world, he didn't even skip a beat. He just kept doing what he does best. Chapter 1, The Red Carpet in Pico School. We haven't seen this stage since Nene's story mode. Not long after Hank wakes up, he's greeted by two Uzis to the back of his head. Courtesy of one of Newgrounds' local heroes, they're awfully nice guns though. Hank might want to borrow them. So let's talk about a little bit of Hank. He is from the Madness series, and he was added in a previous patch to help celebrate Madness Day. I don't know which year it was though. But the gimmick with Hank is that he has the same speed as Picanto, so he's slower than the majority of the characters, but still faster than Salad Fingers. So Hank has a couple gimmicks that are very notable to point out. One, he is the only character who cannot perform parries. Well, technically, but not in the same way that everyone else does it. Like, rather than like parrying and have the character get pushed away, what ends up happening is that whenever Hank quote-unquote parries an attack, what ends up happening is that he gets access to his projectile attack, which he is actually the only character who has two different projectile attacks. If you use his projectile attack in the air, he puts out the revolver, and the revolver will shoot out one bullet. If you use the projectile attack on the ground, I'm not sure what gun it is, but it has a faster rate than Peapod's projectile attack, but it's still not in the same speed of Alloy's or Pico's. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you this, guys, but to my knowledge, Salad Fingers, Picanjo, Tankman, Convict, and the other characters that we've not played as yet are the only characters who cannot use their projectile attacks in the air. So, I want you all to keep that in mind. Yeah, and as you can also tell, Hank also has some gun-based combat in his arsenal. Holy shit, I get the rage power up too in the, whenever I perform the second parry? I did not know that. Oh shoot. Haha! And we're out of here. Chapter 2, Sadness Adventure. Whoops! Sans Pico was quite beloved in this area, particularly by the spicy tart known as Nene. Maybe Hank can squeeze some information out of this one and find a way back to Nevada. Okay, that was just bullshit. Nevada is, Hank's default location. We're not gonna, I'll go over what it does when we get to it. Because yes, that is a stage that we have not seen in previous story modes, and like the padded cell, the trash compactor, and the warfront, there is a gimmick behind that stage. Oh shit, did you just pick up the landmines? Now for the, I think I may save that for a bonus video. I gotta admit that, Hank, I think, has the most stylish of all the, characters when it comes to aerial attacks, and god damn it. Man, he's giving me a hard time right now. Oh, man! Finally! Chapter 3, No Place Like Home. With a gun to the temple, Nene finally revealed a place called the Portal, capable of transporting people anywhere in the Flash world. Now Hank's only way home is guarded by the burly Peabot. Peabot, I just want to head back home with this guy. Whee! Help me out, Clone! Clone, please help me out here. Clone, I summon you again! I forgot to mention this about the power-ups. The Warfront and the Garden are the only stages in the game that has the power-up in 2 designated spots. I don't even know why I didn't mention that the first time. What the fuck? Welcome back. In Hank's absence, the henchmen were able to consolidate their numbers and organize a hell of ambush, trying to survive a gauntlet of faceless aggressors. So, people would argue this is another tough battle, right up there with a Convict's final fight, but to me, I don't think it's as difficult. So, what's the gimmick behind this fight? It's another 1v3, but there's a twist, and you're gonna see what that twist is. And here we are, we have the Nevada stage that we were talking about. So here's the gimmick with this stage. That was bullshit. It starts off with 2 floors, the bottom floor and the top floor. And from time to time, at least on the top floor, there is going to be a henchman, Jesus Christ-esque, gunslinger that's going to be flying across, and when he gets to the end of the floor, he's going to shoot at you, and of course you'll take damage. The other gimmick that was briefly shown is that sometime during the battle, it may depend on how much health you have, but sometime through the battle, in the bottom floor, part of the stage is going to be destroyed, and that will count as going off bounds, and of course if you go off bounds, you lose health. So, you want to use that to your advantage for a fight like this. Now here's the gimmick with, Hank's final chapter fight. So again, it starts off like a 1v3. And here it is, like, and there's the hazard, the gimmick, the stage right there. And he's down. That was easy, right? Wrong. Here's the thing, depending on which difficulty you play, you have to fight an army of henchmen. The henchman is a secretable 13th character. It has the same moveset as Hank, but there are a few differences with the henchman and Hank. One, the henchman can actually parry attacks, and the other thing is that they have the lowest amount of health out of all the Newgrounds characters, so they are not the easiest character to control. If anything, they're actually the hardest due to its low health. Well, the gimmick with Hank's fight is that depending on which difficulty you play, you have to face a wave of henchmen, and in the Sissy difficulty, it's 3 waves, which gives you 9 henchmen to fight. In the normal difficulty, it's 6 waves, which is 18 henchmen in total. But because we're playing this on the oh my fucking god difficulty, we're going to be tackling 9 waves, which gives me 27 henchmen to battle. But this fight isn't so hard due to the henchmen having low health, and the fact that you have actual stage hazards that can actually be used to good use. You see how easy this is? Idiot. That's fine, thank you. And you also probably should mention this, that Nevada, which is the stage I'm playing in right now, is the only stage that does not have a zoom-in function, even with the action camera on. So that is another plus about this stage, that you can actually see what's where the power-ups are. And by the way, another reason why this fight is nowhere near as hard as the Convict fight, I swear it's just me, but the Henchmen seems to have weak-ass power. And that's it. Someone had managed to transport Hank to another world, and organize a fierce ambush to greet his return. This sort of power is only in the hands of a few, and Hank has a pretty good guess who it was this time. Someone surely behind the curtain, but if Hank can kill the barely twisting clown, that's one step closer to all an end to all this. Before we move on to the final character, let's go over the challenge differences. 2, 4, 7, and 11, as far as my knowledge go, are the only ones that had differences between the vanilla version and the final version, which I may go over in a bonus video, but I'm gonna have to be like an editing expert for that, if I can do it right. And yes, you can play as the henchman in this game. I will show you a trick that I actually managed to find that I actually didn't know at the time because I was not playing the finalized version at the time. I didn't even know there was one. And yes, this is the last time we're going to be visiting the pagoda, the Japanese garden at least. And as a quick nah, not really spoiler. Convict's story was the last time we visited the junkyard. And like that. Alright, challenge number 4. This is the last time we visit the store. Whoops. I still don't understand why Nene had to bring Not to a gunfight! Pico, get the mines, get the mines, get the mines. I want to see if everyone can know the difference between the challenges. I want to see how many people can spot the differences. And that's it. Hop on into the role of Con. Oh yeah, we already read this. And this will be the last time we visit Anywhere USA. Hopefully Convict does not turn to you-know-who just to spoil his game. Yep, that's one of the glitches I was able to find in this game. No, man, I really wanted that. Off with your head. No, no. Yeah, okay, the final character, as you can see, is Fancy Pants Man. But we are not going to spoil his gameplay just yet. We're gonna wait until we play as the actual character. No, I don't want to play as him yet! Oh shit. Nah, I just did it. Woo! Okay, we spoiled his gameplay, even though I just said I wasn't gonna do that. I'm an idiot sometimes, people, I swear. Okay, here we have a Hank. Oh, he's done already? I didn't know. And this is the last time we visit the padded cell. Seriously, game! Oh no, I do not want to be near that bomb fest right now. We'll just pick it up. Oh shit. And yeah, there's a Hencmen's projectile attack. Oh man, I wanted that. No, don't hit. Aww. Why are you not dead yet? Thank you. Alright, time for the final character, which was spoiled thanks to Convict. Fancy Pants Man. Accordingly invited to a free ice cream day in the realm of Newgrounds, Fancy Pants Man couldn't help but grab the nearest pearl over. But he'll quickly discover that Newgrounds is not a land of nice ties or free ice cream. So, Fancy Pants, like Henchmen, was actually the one character I knew prior to Newgrounds Rumble. I've actually played all of his games, with my second one being my favorite. And what's funny about the second game is that it was mentioned in one of the secret rooms that Fancy Pants was originally going to be in Newgrounds Rumble in the base roster, but the sprites were not finished in time, so that's why he was added in a later patch. Now the thing with Fancy Pants Man is that his speed is faster than Hank, Picanjo, and Salamander, but slower than everybody else's. And the other thing about Fancy Pants Man is that he is the only character to not have a stage dedicated to himself. So we do not have a Squiggleville. I think that's what his town name is called in the game, Squiggleville. There's no Squiggleville stage in this game. But I'm gonna quickly go over how you get the henchmen that we were fighting against in Hank story mode. You can select Hank, you click his goggles, and you play as the henchman. We won't do that. So, let's play as some Fancy Pants Man. Let's consider this is World 5? I'm just gonna call it Fancy Pants Man World 5 because, well, there's already 4 games. We might as well call this World 5. Chapter 1, Ambushed. Not 3 steps through the portal, Fancy Pants Man found himself on the business end of the Samurai Sword. Seems unlikely that Samurai Asshole forced the invite, but he's an enemy all the same. How strange that Peabody is not our opponent for this one. No, this wasn't the first time. In Pico story mode we had Alien Hominid, Peabody we had Picanjo, and now Samurai Asshole is now our opponent in the portal stage. How odd is that? Well, let's go. Sword wielder versus a pencil wielder. The greatest weapon of all time in the game. A pencil. No, that's mine. That's mine. Yes, I got it. Oh yeah, and Fancy Pants Man was the other character who doesn't have a who can't use his projectile in the air. No, that is not the projectile attack. Chapter 2, the assembly line. It hardly seemed unplanned that Fancy Pants Man fell in the path of an enraged samurai. Someone was behind this, and Fancy will keep fighting until that fiend has no choice but to show his face and fight. Was it you, Peabot? Is there a power-up? No. Oh, yes! You know, whoever did the sprite work for Fancy Pants Man did a really great job. No, that's bullshit. Finally, you're down! Chapter 3, We Don't Take Kindly. Having hacked into the memory files of the immobilized Peapod, Fancy learns that he was lured here by the ruling figures of Newgrounds. So against wholesome, non-violent gaming they are, that they seek to try anyone who embodies it. And yes, this is the only time we get to fight Hank in a story mode. Oh yeah, the lightning power up here, it only works when somebody's in the air. Whee! Come over here. Oh yeah, I have a gun too, punk! I forgot about that. You're down. And now here we are, the final chapter of not only Fancy Pants' story mode, but the final chapter of the whole game. An unlikely friend. Now only the orchestra starters of the scheme stand in the way. Odds one stack against Fancy Pants turn when Picanjo joins his side. Seems that the Dark Villain spent much of his childhood as a carefree stickman and understands Fancy's plight. And our opponents are Pico and Nene. What? Hold on a second. Pico! He's considered to be one of Newgrounds' heroes, right? But why is he going against Fancy Pants Man, who is a hero himself? I mean, I don't understand him going against Picanjo, but Fancy Pants? Yeah, whatever. I shouldn't be questioning about it anyways. Newgrounds is a hold the fuck up shit, so who am I to question? But, I was not, I never thought I would get Picanjo as an ally for once, and when was the last time we did a 2v2 fight? Last time we did it was in Pico's, second fight in the story mode. No, the challenges do not count. I'm talking about the story modes themselves. I cannot believe that our orange-haired hero, not red, that is not red, that our orange-haired friend would be going against one of a childhood hero of mine. In Flash Gaming, at least. Hey, no, you leave Picanjo alone! And what did Fancy Pants ever do to you people? What the fuck is going on with Pico? What the... Hey, it happened again! Oh, got him! It's Gorilla Tap! Seriously, I just cannot get that joke out of the way. Thanks, Picanjo. Huh. You know, after this fight, I kind of want to sense that there is some good in Picanjo. Don't you guys think? But I cannot see the same for you! Or you, for that matter. I mean, you were obvious considering that sinister face, but you? Ugh. There was no such thing as free ice cream being in Newgrounds. Instead, Fancy Pants Man found a civilization of people who kill anything that they don't understand. As Fancy Pants Man approached the portal, he knew that he could never return to this place, for fear of the vicious spirit it provoked within him. And then what happens next is that, the Newgrounds civilization tricked Cutie Pants, who is Fancy Pants' man's sister, to come to Newgrounds, and when Fancy Pants hears about this, he has to go back to the Newgrounds world just to get his sister back. Now imagine if that ends up being a plot for a Fancy Pants Man role game. I would play that day one. Now before we wrap it up, there's some tiny things I want to go over. Here are the credits. Okay, mine here was just the animator. Not the programmer, so I got half right. I said that he was one of the programmers. I was wrong. He's actually, one of the animators. It was, Aaron who was the, programmer. But this project, wow. This should have not been an easy project to do. I'm actually glad that I actually played it. So I got these guys to thank so much for creating this game. And Mind Chamber, to you, man, congrats on bringing back Alloy back. Hopefully that stays forever. Like, we actually get Alloy back. Because I've heard the little history of the Alloy character, and I just want him to be brought back without any shenanigans this time. I think we all do. And if we go to the options, go to data, we get a little game completion and a little message. Attention, Newgrounds Rumble patron. Picanjo is new to the main villain this game shown him to be. Picancho loves J100. Just remember this. Huh. Well, guys, that's it. We're finally done with Newgrounds Rumble. I want to thank everyone that actually watched my entire Let's Play, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.